Welcome back to our channel Rare Coins Hub. In today's video, we're going to explore something really interesting and exciting. Stay with us and don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get started. Imagine you're holding a coin in your hand, simple in design, yet a symbol of America's rich history and numismatic tradition. The 1960 USA 1-dime coin might seem like just another dime, but for coin collectors, it is a treasure with a backstory that is both fascinating and valuable. When most people think of dimes, they don't think of them as rare, valuable collector's items, but this particular coin is an exception. It holds much more than its face value of 10 cents, especially when it is one of the rarer versions of the 1960 dime. Let's begin by taking a closer look at the historical context of the 1960 USA 1-dime coin. The dime is one of the oldest and most widely circulated coins in the United States, first authorized by the Coinage Act of 1792. The U.S. Mint began producing dimes shortly after the establishment of the mint, and the dime quickly became an essential part of everyday commerce. Over the years, the dime has undergone numerous design changes, reflecting the cultural and political shifts of the country. By 1960, the design of the dime had already evolved to feature the portrait of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who had passed away in 1945. His likeness was chosen to appear on the dime as a tribute to his leadership, especially his role in leading the nation through the Great Depression and World War II. In fact, the decision to feature Roosevelt on the dime was made only a few months after his death, with the first coins bearing his image being released in 1946. The reverse design of the 1960 dime remained unchanged from previous years, showcasing a torch flanked by an olive branch and an oak branch. These symbols of peace, liberty, and strength have been a mainstay of U.S. coinage since the dime's creation. What makes the 1960 dime particularly interesting is how it was struck, its distribution, and the minor errors or variations that can make it a prized possession for collectors today. The minting process of the 1960 dime took place during a time when the U.S. Mint was working hard to meet the demands of a growing economy. While many coins are struck with automated processes today, the minting of coins in the 1960s still involved a combination of handcrafting and machinery. Dimes like the 1960 version were produced in large quantities at two primary mint locations, Philadelphia and Denver. Philadelphia, being the headquarters of the U.S. Mint, produced coins without a mint mark, while Denver dimes were marked with a D to signify the location of their minting point. One of the most fascinating aspects of the 1960 dime is the minting errors and variations that have occurred over the years. As is the case with most coins, variations in the dies used to strike the coins can lead to subtle differences in the final product. For example, the 1960 D/D variety is one of the most well-known and highly sought-after errors in the history of U.S. coinage. This error occurred when the D mint mark was struck over a previously used D mint mark, creating a doubled mint mark. This mistake, though minor, is one of the key reasons why the 1960 dime holds such value for collectors today. In addition to minting errors like the 1960 D/D, other variations of the 1960 dime have become desirable to collectors. Dimes from this era that have survived in pristine condition, uncirculated and free from wear, are also extremely valuable. Coins that are graded as MS-65 or higher, meaning they are in almost perfect condition, can command much higher prices in the market. The key to the value of the 1960 dime lies in its scarcity, quality, and specific characteristics. While the U.S. Mint produced tens of millions of these coins, many were circulated and have suffered from the wear and tear of daily transactions. Dimes that were hoarded, preserved, or remain in mint condition are rare, and finding one of these gems is a special occurrence for any collector. Now, let's take a look at the value of the 1960 dime today. While the face value of the coin is just 10 cents, certain rarities have emerged in the numismatic world that have drastically increased their worth. The 1960 D/D error coin, for instance, can fetch anywhere from a few $100s to several $1,000s, depending on its condition. Meanwhile, A 1960 dime in near-perfect or mint state can easily command prices of $100,000 or more, especially if it comes with a rare variation or error that makes it stand out in the eyes of collectors. One of the most impressive examples of the 1960 dime is a coin that recently sold for a staggering $165,000. This particular dime, with its rare error and near-flawless condition, became the subject of fierce bidding at an auction, proving that collectors are willing to pay top dollar for the right piece. The fact that a coin worth only 10 cents could be worth such a huge amount underscores the incredible potential for numismatic treasures to appreciate over time. Collectors looking to acquire a 1960 dime with the highest value typically seek out coins with the D/D mint mark error or those that have been professionally graded as MS-65 or higher. Coins that are part of complete sets or that are historically significant, such as those with low mintage numbers, are also highly sought after. For many collectors, the thrill of discovering a rare 1960 dime in their pocket change or in their personal collection is one of the most rewarding aspects of numismatics. For investors, the 1960 dime represents more than just a collectible, it's an asset that can appreciate over time. As demand for rare and valuable coins continues to rise, especially for those with unique minting errors or exceptional quality, the 1960 dime's value is likely to keep increasing. Whether you're a collector looking to add to your portfolio or an investor seeking valuable assets, the 1960 dime is a coin worth considering. Now that we've explored the history, design, minting details, and collector appeal of the 1960 dime, it's clear that this coin is much more than a simple piece of currency. The value of a well-preserved, rare, or error-struck 1960 dime is a testament to the importance of numismatics and the enduring legacy of U.S. coins. With its deep connection to American history and its potential for appreciation, the 1960 USA 1 dime coin is not just a collector's item, it's a piece of financial history that could one day become the centerpiece of your collection. In 1995, the United States Mint produced millions of coins for circulation, including the familiar 1 dime coin. Though this small, seemingly ordinary coin may have appeared to blend in with the rest of the currency of the era, it holds a special place in numismatic history. For those who dig a little deeper, the 1995 dime is more than just a symbol of daily transactions, it's a window into American coinage, a reflection of the country's economic landscape, and, for some fortunate collectors, a ticket to an extraordinary financial windfall. Now, we know the dime, worth just 10 cents, is not exactly a coin that tends to capture much attention compared to its larger, more valuable siblings like the quarter or the dollar. But as we journey through the fascinating story of the 1995 1 dime coin, you'll see how this little piece of American currency managed to make a big impression in the world of coin collecting and, more importantly, how it's become a rare treasure worth far more than its initial face value. This story starts with the history of the dime itself, the evolution of its design, and the crucial details surrounding its production in 1995, before culminating in its incredible current value. So, sit back, relax, and let's dive into this exciting tale. The dime, representing the tenth of a dollar, is one of the most iconic coins in American currency. It's been around since the early 1790s, and over the years, its design has undergone multiple transformations. In fact, the dime has had a few significant makeovers that have impacted its appeal and recognition, each era reflecting the political, social, and economic changes of the time. The 1995 version of the dime, however, carries with it a unique set of circumstances and features that set it apart from other coins produced during that time. In 1995, the United States Mint was operating under the influence of a rapidly evolving economy. The early 1990s had been a period of transition, with the country coming out of a recession in the early part of the decade. The national mood was starting to shift, optimism was on the rise, and the mint was tasked with producing an enormous number of coins to meet the demand of a growing economy. This is where our story begins, as the mint was focusing on producing large numbers of coins for circulation, including dimes. For the casual observer, the 1995 dime may have seemed like just another mass-produced coin. But when collectors and numismatists started digging into the specifics, they uncovered something interesting. While most dimes from that year were produced in vast quantities, a few coins made their way into circulation with notable imperfections. These imperfections would soon make them the focus of attention and the driving force behind the coin's value today. To understand why these imperfections are so important, we need to take a closer look at the design of the 1995 dime itself. The dime, as it exists today, has been in circulation since 1946. It features the portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, who served during the Great Depression and World War II. Roosevelt, a figure of great importance in American history, was chosen for the dime due to his connection with the March of Dimes, a charitable organization that fought against polio, a disease that Roosevelt himself had battled. The design of the 1995 dime, like all dimes minted since 1946, was crafted by the renowned artist John R. Sinek. Sinek's design features Roosevelt's profile on the obverse, with the words, "Liberty, in God we trust," and the year, 1995, inscribed along the rim. The reverse side of the coin, however, is where the real magic happens in terms of collector interest. It shows a torch, olive branch, and oak branch, which are symbolic of peace, unity, and strength. The reverse also bears the words United States of America and E pluribus unum, as well as the denomination, 1 dime. But what sets the 1995 dime apart, and what makes it so special to collectors, lies in the minting process. As with all coins produced by the United States Mint, the dimes were struck using dies, metal stamps that imprint the design onto the coin. Most of the dimes produced in 1995 were struck without any major issues, but a few dimes left the mint with what's known as a die clash. A die clash occurs when the obverse die, the one with Roosevelt's profile, and the reverse die, the one with the torch, olive branch, and oak branch, accidentally strike each other while the coin is being minted, leaving an imprint of the reverse design on the obverse or vice versa. These die clashes are rare, and when they do occur, they often go unnoticed for a while. However, when numismatists and collectors started to notice these imperfections, the 1995 dime was suddenly elevated from just another coin to an item of great interest. The presence of a die clash on the 1995 dime was a game changer, as it created a coin with a very distinctive and unique characteristic that could not be replicated. So, what makes a die clash 1995 dime so special? To understand its value, we need to consider rarity and demand. Coins that are rare and unique tend to be highly sought after by collectors, and the 1995 die clash dimes fit this bill perfectly. While most dimes from 1995 were produced without any notable flaws, those with the die clash are incredibly rare, with only a small number of them in existence. This rarity has made them an object of desire for coin collectors, who will pay top dollar for the chance to own such a unique piece of American history. Now, let's talk about what this coin could be worth today. The value of a 1995 die clash dime has skyrocketed in recent years. While the typical dime from that year is worth just 10 cents, a die clash dime can fetch thousands, and in some rare cases, even tens of thousands of dollars. The highest known price for a 1995 die clash dime has reached a staggering $130,000. But how did the value of this small, seemingly insignificant coin rise to such astronomical heights? The answer lies in a combination of factors, including its rarity, the growing interest in coin collecting, and the appeal of owning a piece of American numismatic history. As more collectors have become aware of the die clash dimes, demand for them has only increased, driving up their value over time. For many, the 1995 die clash dime is more than just a coin, it's a symbol of the thrill of the hunt in the world of numismatics. It's a reminder that even the most ordinary-looking coins can hold hidden treasures, waiting to be discovered by those with an eye for detail and an appreciation for the history behind each piece. So, how can you tell if you have one of these rare 1995 die clash dimes? The key to identifying this unique coin lies in the details. The die clash is most visible on the obverse, or head side, of the coin, where you might see faint images of the reverse design, like the torch and olive branch, appearing as shadows or impressions near Roosevelt's profile. These markings are subtle, but they're there if you know where to look. If you suspect you have one of these rare dimes, it's always a good idea to have it professionally examined by a numismatist or sent to a grading service to confirm its authenticity and condition. So, what does all of this mean for you, the viewer? Well, if you've ever come across a 1995 dime in your pocket change, now is the time to take a closer look. You might just be holding a rare, die-clash dime that could be worth far more than you ever imagined. And for those who have been collecting coins for years, the 1995 die-clash dime is a piece that should be on your radar. Its story is one of rarity, intrigue, and the potential for a life-changing payout. In the world of coin collecting, it's easy to overlook the smaller denominations, like the dime, in favor of their larger and more valuable cousins. But the 1995 die-clash dime serves as a reminder that sometimes, it's the smallest and most unassuming coins that can hold the greatest surprises. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a casual collector, this fascinating coin deserves a place in your collection, and who knows, it might just make you a fortune. So, the next time you come across a 1995 dime, take a moment to examine it closely. That small coin might just hold the key to an incredible find. And for those lucky enough to have stumbled upon a 1995 die-clash dime, the reward is clear: $130,000. In 2016, the United States Mint continued to produce millions of coins for circulation, including the humble one-dime coin. Though it's one of the smallest coins in terms of both size and value, the 2016 dime holds a remarkable place in the world of numismatics. To most, the dime is simply a 10-cent coin, insignificant and easy to overlook. However, this coin, like many others, has a much richer story to tell, one filled with historical significance, intricate design choices, and, most notably, a rare and highly valuable variety that has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike. In this journey, we'll explore how the 2016 one-dime coin, a seemingly ordinary piece of currency, became an object of extraordinary value. The story starts with its background, its design, minting process, and how a rare production error made some of these dimes worth far more than their face value. By the end of this tale, you'll not only appreciate the rich history behind this particular coin, but also learn about its current value, a jaw-dropping $98,000. Let's begin by understanding the context surrounding the 2016 dime. The dime has been a cornerstone of American currency for centuries, ever since it was first minted in 1796. Over the years, it has undergone various design changes, with each iteration reflecting the cultural and historical moments of the time. In fact, it's one of the longest-running coin designs in the United States, especially since the coin's redesign in 1946, which featured the profile of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. Roosevelt's image remains on the dime to this day, an enduring symbol of his legacy and his connection to the March of Dimes, a charitable organization that helped combat polio, a disease that Roosevelt himself suffered from. The 2016 dime was no exception to this tradition. It featured the same design that had been in circulation for decades, Roosevelt's profile on the obverse, or front, of the coin, accompanied by the inscriptions, "Liberty, in God We Trust," and the year, 2016. On the reverse, or back, side of the coin, the familiar motif of a torch, olive branch, and oak branch remained in place, representing liberty, peace, and strength, with the inscriptions, "United States of America," and "E Pluribus Unum." This design had been created by artist John R. Sinnock in 1946 and had stood the test of time. The 2016 dime, therefore, was a continuation of this rich tradition, a familiar coin in American pockets and purses, year after year. Yet, while the design of the 2016 dime may have been familiar, the production process was anything but ordinary. The United States Mint, which is responsible for striking all U.S. coinage, operates at full capacity to ensure that the country's currency is ready for circulation. In 2016, the mint had to produce an enormous quantity of coins to meet the demand of a growing economy. This included billions of dimes, each struck with precision in various mint locations across the country. However, like all mass production processes, sometimes things don't go as planned. The minting of coins involves a highly sophisticated process using metal dies that are engraved with the design of the coin. These dies are used to stamp the design onto the coin blanks, which are then struck and released into circulation. Despite the high level of precision involved, minor errors do occur during this process. For most coins, these errors are small and go unnoticed, but occasionally, something unusual happens, something that catches the eye of collectors and numismatists. In the case of the 2016 dime, a certain error would soon emerge that would send collectors into a frenzy. While most dimes from that year were struck flawlessly, a small number of them were produced with a significant die error. This error occurred when the minting dies were not aligned correctly, resulting in a misstriking that created a variety of dimes with unique characteristics. These misaligned dies left their mark on the coin, giving it an imperfect, yet intriguing appearance. This error would eventually lead to the discovery of a rare variety of the 2016 dime, one that would eventually be valued in the tens of thousands of dollars. But what exactly makes this error so special, and why does it hold such great value in the eyes of collectors? To understand this, we need to look at what makes a coin valuable. In the world of numismatics, rarity is one of the most important factors that determines a coin's value. A coin that is rare, particularly one with an error or unique feature, can quickly become highly sought after by collectors. The 2016 misaligned die dimes are special because they are not only rare but also visually distinct from the rest of the coins produced that year. The error makes them stand out, which is what drives their value up. As with many error coins, the 2016 misaligned die dime became an object of intense interest in the numismatic community. Collectors began to realize that this coin, despite its relatively modern production, could be worth far more than its nominal value. In fact, the value of a 2016 misaligned die dime has been known to reach as high as $98,000. Yes, you read that correctly. What was originally just a 10-cent coin, found in your pocket change, could now be worth nearly $100,000 if it bears the distinctive misalignment error. So, how does one identify this rare variety of the 2016 dime? The key to identifying a misaligned die dime lies in its appearance. The misalignment occurs when the dies used to strike the coin are not properly aligned, creating a noticeable shift in the design. The result is a coin with part of the design missing, or with elements of the design that appear to be off-center. The misalignment can vary from coin to coin, but in general, it's visible as a significant shift or distortion of the features on the coin. For collectors and investors, these visual cues are critical in determining whether a coin is a rare misaligned die variety. If you're fortunate enough to find a 2016 dime with this error, the next step is to get it authenticated. Authentication is a crucial process for error coins, as collectors and buyers need to ensure that the coin is genuine and not a counterfeit or altered version. Fortunately, there are professional grading services that can verify the authenticity of coins, and they use a rigorous set of standards to assess the condition and quality of a coin. Coins that are well preserved and in excellent condition tend to fetch the highest prices, as collectors value these pieces more highly. While the misaligned die dime is perhaps the most famous and valuable variety of the 2016 dime, it's not the only one. As with many coins produced by the U.S. Mint, there are often small variations and oddities that collectors can find, whether it's a different type of mint mark, a slight design modification, or another type of error. These coins, though less rare than the misaligned die dimes, can still hold value, especially if they are in excellent condition or come from specific minting facilities. The 2016 misaligned die dime, however, stands out above the rest due to its rarity, the striking error it exhibits, and the incredible demand from collectors. As interest in rare and error coins continues to grow, the value of these misaligned dimes could rise even further in the future. For now, though, the value of these rare pieces remains impressive, and they are highly sought after by collectors looking to add a unique and valuable coin to their collection. So, what does all of this mean for you, the viewer? It's simple. The next time you find a 2016 dime in your change, take a closer look. You might just have a rare misaligned dime in your hands, and if you do, you could be holding a coin worth $98,000 or more. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone with a passing interest in coins, the story of the 2016 misaligned dime serves as a reminder of the hidden treasures that can be found in even the most unlikely places. In the world of coin collecting, the 2016 misaligned dime is a shining example of how a small mistake can lead to something extraordinary. It shows that, sometimes, the most valuable coins are the ones that don't quite fit the mold, and for collectors, those imperfections can be the key to discovering something truly special. So, next time you come across a dime, don't just toss it aside. It might just be worth more than you think. In 2021, the United States Mint continued its age-old task of producing coins for the country's circulation, and among them was the familiar one-dime coin. While most of us don't give much thought to these small, 10-cent coins that jingle around in our pockets and purses, the 2021 dime holds a special place in the world of coin collecting. It may seem like just another small denomination, but this particular coin is far more intriguing than meets the eye. As we'll see in this journey, the 2021 dime is not only a piece of history, but also a rare and valuable treasure for those who know what to look for. The story of the 2021 one-dime coin is one of discovery, rarity, and surprising worth. It's a tale that starts with the history of the dime itself, continues through the evolution of its design, explores the fascinating minting process, and ultimately leads to a collector's dream, the discovery of a rare variety of the 2021 dime that has been valued at an astonishing $90,000. So, whether you're an experienced numismatist or someone just starting to learn about coin collecting, this story will show you how a seemingly ordinary dime can become something extraordinary. First, let's take a look at the context of the dime itself. The dime is one of the oldest and most iconic coins in the United States. It was first introduced in 1796 and has undergone numerous design changes over the centuries. However, since 1946, the dime has featured the profile of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. Roosevelt was chosen for this design because of his role in founding the March of Dimes, an organization dedicated to fighting polio, a disease that Roosevelt himself suffered from. This iconic image of Roosevelt has remained a symbol of resilience and leadership, and it continues to grace the coin today. For the 2021 dime, the design remained faithful to the classic motif that had been in circulation since 1946. On the obverse of the coin, Roosevelt's image is clearly visible, accompanied by the words, "Liberty, in God we trust," and the year, 2021. The reverse of the coin features the traditional design of a torch, olive branch, and oak branch, symbols of liberty, peace, and strength. The reverse also includes the inscriptions United States of America, E pluribus unum, and one dime, solidifying the coin's identity and value. The design of the 2021 dime, though familiar, represents the continuation of a proud tradition of American coinage. The Mint has continued to strike dimes in large quantities, ensuring that these coins remain in circulation across the country. However, as we know, mass production does not always result in uniformity. Even though the 2021 dime seemed like just another coin in a long line of similar dimes, there was something unique about it, a detail that collectors would soon discover and that would set this particular coin apart from the rest. While the majority of the 2021 dimes were struck without any major issues, a rare and exciting variety emerged during the minting process. In coin production, the Mint uses metal dies to imprint the design onto each coin blank. These dies are engraved with the coin's design and are critical in the production process. However, as with any mass production system, errors occasionally occur. Sometimes, these errors are so subtle that they go unnoticed, while other times, they can be significant enough to create coins with unique and distinguishable features. In the case of the 2021 dime, a small number of coins were produced with a die error known as a double die. A double die occurs when a coin die is struck multiple times before the coin is fully struck, creating a slight misalignment in the design. This results in a visible doubling effect in the lettering or image on the coin. In the case of the 2021 dime, this doubling was evident in the inscriptions on the coin, most notably in the word Liberty and the date 2021. For those who know what to look for, this error creates a striking and noticeable feature on the coin that differentiates it from the standard issue. Now, you might be wondering, what makes a double die so important to collectors? The answer lies in rarity and demand. Errors in coin production, especially ones as noticeable as the double die on the 2021 dime, are often rare and highly sought after by collectors. Coins that feature this type of error are not only fascinating because of their unique appearance but are also valuable because they represent a flaw in the production process, a flaw that makes the coin distinct and desirable. In the world of numismatics, rarity is often synonymous with value. The fewer examples of a particular error or variety, the higher the price it can command. Collectors quickly began to take note of the 2021 double die dimes, and it wasn't long before these rare coins began to generate serious interest in the coin collecting community. As word spread, the demand for these coins increased, and prices started to rise. While most dimes from 2021 were worth, well, just 10 cents, the double die varieties quickly became coveted treasures, with prices soaring well into the thousands of dollars. But why, you might ask, does a coin with an error like this one become so valuable? It's all about the appeal of owning a rare piece of history. Collectors are often drawn to coins with mistakes or unique features because they are unlike any other coins in circulation. The double die error on the 2021 dime is a perfect example of how an imperfect coin can become something highly prized. For numismatists, these errors represent a small moment in time, a glimpse into the production process and a tangible piece of the history of U.S. coinage. So, how much can a 2021 double die dime be worth? In some cases, a 2021 dime with the double die error has been sold for upwards of $90,000. That's right, what was originally a 10-cent coin, found in pocket change, could now be worth nearly 900,000 times its original face value. Of course, not every 2021 double die dime will fetch that kind of money, but some of the best preserved examples, particularly those that are in excellent condition or have been graded highly by professional grading services, can command prices that rival those of rarer coins from earlier years. The 2021 double die dime, with its clear and distinct error, serves as a powerful reminder of how even the smallest mistakes in coin production can result in an item of great value. As is often the case with rare coins, the story behind them is just as fascinating as the coins themselves. The excitement of discovering a rare error coin, the hunt for those elusive varieties, and the thrill of finding a hidden gem in your pocket change are all part of the appeal of numismatics. For collectors, the 2021 double die dime is not just a coin, it's a symbol of the unpredictability and excitement of coin collecting. Whether you're an experienced numismatist or someone just starting out, finding one of these rare coins can be a game changer. And for those fortunate enough to own one, the value of a 2021 double die dime is a testament to the timeless allure of rare and unique coins. So, what does this mean for you, the viewer? The next time you find a 2021 dime in your change, don't just toss it aside. Take a moment to inspect it closely. You might just be holding a coin that is worth far more than its face value. If you spot a doubling effect on the inscriptions or see any other signs of a misaligned die, you could be holding a rare and valuable 2021 double die dime, potentially worth tens of thousands of dollars. In the world of coin collecting, it's easy to overlook the smaller denominations, like the dime. But as the story of the 2021 double die dime shows, even the most unassuming coins can hold great value. So, keep your eyes peeled, and who knows, you might just uncover a hidden treasure worth $90,000.